Thanks, Stoney. So I want to turn our attention to the Lions a little bit. If you're looking for Michigan State, Mel Tucker fired, spent, several segments on it, Odyssey.com rewind.
Good 2 hours.
Yeah, we can get back into it. And again, it really is up to you guys. I haven't gotten and started stumping for a head coach. I haven't delivered my list.
But we stumbled upon a name at the bottom of the list.
It was in the DVD discount section.
But you know what? We're all happy and fortunate we have discovered. It feels like...
That's fine.
That was it, Family Feud. All of a sudden, that last thing just flipped over.
Toast.
Ding! Brian Hartline.
But we'll get back into it later. I want to bring you this audio from Dan Campbell. It was very interesting. The very thing that we saluted him for is his biggest criticism of himself. We saluted Dan Campbell for having a very professional Sunday, a very buttoned-up Sunday, took the points when necessary, punted, didn't go out like Maverick.
Seems smart.
Except he believes his biggest mistake was exactly that. Take a listen to this. Uh-oh. So immediately I go, we got to talk to the people about this. What is the perfect amount of aggressiveness from Dan Campbell for you? Tomorrow night, you're going to be in a very important game. Any divisional game important, any divisional game on the road, even more heightened importance. The ability to get to 3-1, heightened importance. Are we sure we want Dan Campbell dead cat bouncing off of a conservative game where he says his biggest regret is being conservative and we need to, quote, push it more? Are we sure we want that Thursday night? Yeah. Like, I happen to think 3 points is going to be very valuable Thursday night.
Extremely valuable.
And yet, the immediate bounce back would be Dan Campbell shirtless yelling, "Yee-haw, we're going for it." I'm kind of scared listening to that.
I don't know why I got that.
Turn up the Kenny Chesney, we're going for it.
Throw the headset. Don't care, just go.
248-539-9797.
You hear, I am a real American in the background.
Right. He's on the sidelines carrying a 2x4. I don't know that I'm comfortable with that in Green Bay.
I kind of feel like it's like when you're in a job interview and they say, like, what is your biggest flaw? Like, maybe he just has to say that, say something, I don't know.
Okay, complete sentences. This is radio.
It's taken. It's gone. Bye-bye. Sit down now.
I like turtles. I mean, what was that?
Stuff. Because, and then we're going to take Texas. Yeah!
Where is the drop of Roberto where he literally just did this on the air?
He did.
David, hit it. The Roberto drop where he's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
By the sports by Roberto.
Why did I grab the microphone?
And it's like jobs and it's confidence and things I don't
Sports.
Know.
Wow.
Sports.
Kenny says he knew what he knows what Roberto was saying. Of
course he does.
That's because they both bought Rosetta Stone Moron Edition. They speak in similar tongues.
I mean, that was just a softball right down the middle of the plate.
Who needs the Spanish edition when you can buy Rosetta Stone Nimrod? I don't know. David, the ticket text briefly. Kenny is inundated with calls. The people are excited to be here.
Says, man, this is proof that Dan Campbell listens to your show. He's toying with you guys. He's not serious. No, he is very serious.
I mean, look.
They asked him about it. He's very serious.
I think Dan is pretty transparent. He's going to tell you how he feels. If he says my biggest regret in that Atlanta game was being conservative, it means he is going to come out like Stallone, Rambo, oiled up, bullet chain, headband. We're going. And I don't want that version of Dan. I like the version I had Sunday. Professional.
Smart, took the points. Yeah, it seemed conservative, but yeah, in a game like this, especially against the Packers, 3 field goals could be the difference. Instead of you start chasing points and this was smart. And here's the other thing.
Tell me.
I kind of thought he turned the page. Now, it's not to say that you can't go for it, but at this point, and I got to give credit to TJ because he brought this up, but like the really good teams know we can make a stop and get the ball back. So we don't always have to go for it. Lean on your defense. And the way your defense has been playing, especially with Branch out there, you know what? Punt the ball, be safe, let the defense get the ball back. Because, yeah, when you look at the good teams, they don't go for it a lot because we know we're good teams. And I think for the Lions and Campbell, a few years ago, yeah, you were a bad team. You got to be that gambler. I get it. You know, no one thought you could win those games. What you did against the Rams with the onside kicks and all that, that was fantastic. Even earlier this year with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are one of the top teams. But right now, maybe it's time for him to realize we're a good team. We don't have to do this anymore. We can just play smart football instead.
You can just hit the bell. I mean, that's just about as good as it gets. That works for me. David, go ahead.
I'm 25 and healthy. Dan Campbell is going to make me have a heart attack if he doesn't go for points. Joe from Macomb.
No, and again, taking the points early is just a principle where if you take them early, it allows the game to come to you later. It's why I hate when coaches chase points all game long. How often do you see it where a team in the third quarter goes for 2, but yet had they just taken the extra point, it would turn out that later a field goal would have saved them, but now they need 4.
Yep.
So I just make the point, taking the points early, not going for it on that 4th and 4 from the 29 in the first quarter, take the points, put them in your pocket, and let the game come to you. There'll be another opportunity. See, I'm okay with measured aggression.
Yeah. Not saying that you have to you can never go for it again, but yeah, you don't have to do it as often because you have a better team than where you were
right.
2 years ago.
And you know what? As you put it, TJ put it, the best teams aren't out here going willy-nilly going for it. They don't have to.
Yeah, okay, we have midfield. You going to go for it? Nah, we'll punt it. We'll get it right back.
Here's the other thing. Is Jordan Love going to play a game above 20? Play a game above 24? No. So manage
every point counts.
Manage the game appropriately. Now, if you were going into Arrowhead Thursday night, I could work my way towards, you know what, touchdowns, field goals going to get you beat against Chiefs.
Exactly. And
But
that's why I didn't have, when you went for that fake punt early in the game, I'm standing up in the bravo.
Slow clap.
That's what you have to do. If you were going to be playing the Eagles in Philly, if you're in the Niners in San Francisco, yes, you got to play a little bit more aggressive against those teams because you're right, field goals will get you beat. But in a game like this, a field goal is your friend. Get as many as possible if you have to. Do you want to score touchdowns? Absolutely.
I like touchdowns.
But on 4th and 3, man, take the 3 points because it'll save you from having to be desperate later in the game.
All right. We're set up. We're ready to roll. Minus that unfortunate Roberto moment. We will get to you, the people, next. 97.1.